Demacia is found on the west coast of Valoran. The city of Demacia shines as a paragon of justice and virtue amongst all other human settlements. The citizens of Demacia are driven by their common cause to impart benevolence and justice for the better treatment of all beings in Valoran. When it comes to mischief or selfishness, they have a great hatred for those kind of feelings. I think those should be expelled from the human nature. Those that want to come to Demacia need to share the same goal and virtues of the citizens. Those who seek personal gain at the expense of others quickly find themselves banished, or even worse. But life in Demacia is not an euphoric utopia. As the Demacian people pride themselves as the moral vanguards of Valoran, they adopt draconic and harsh measures to make sure that their moral code is the only code in the city-state of crime is harshly punished. There is no lesser crime act within Demacia. Some dictators of Demacia who criticize far from the region of the city-state claim this as a proof of their hypocrisy. But they counter this argument by saying that their justice system adds mitigation and benevolence into its verdicts. No one is punished without a fair trial. As some may continue to criticize the harshness of the Demacians, they still stand by their convictions. Demacia is the only government in Valoran run by a constitutional monarchy with the king of Demacia as head of state and an elected council that serves as the legislative body. While the king might be a strong ruler, he is kept in check by the Demacian council. The current king of Demacia, Javran III, works heartily alongside the council to maintain the sanctity of the city-state, making it remaining pure and true. Since the rule of Javran I, there has never been a rebellion inside the city-state. The king not only serves as the ruler of Demacia, but also the military chieftain. The military force of Demacia is one of the strongest in all of Valoran, and until the creation of the League of Legends, it was the only force strong enough to fight the military machine known as Noxus. These two states are sworn enemies since both have been founded hundreds of years ago. Their conflict is at core a moral one, like day and night division of their moral philosophies to maintain a force strong enough to fight Noxus. As equal, it's no wonder why Demacia considers military force as being a necessity to surviving. Every citizen needs to serve in military for 3 years or above, and even after they have served their military service, they remain on active status in the military reserves. Demacia was one of the first to approve the League of Legends, though it was focused not on the stability of the planet, but more on diminishing Noxus from Valoran. The king has sent the best student of Demacia to the Institute of War, with some of them becoming master summoners. Demacia holds its own in the field of justice, and this has lowered the need of resources to maintain a military force. The Demacian military has changed the strategy, moving from a force ready to conquer to an impenetrable fortress secure of its own domain, and that since the creation of the League. The city-state of Demacia represents hope for humanity. The city has a clean look to it. The materials used for the creation of the city were marble and white stone. The walls of the city gleam with power and nobility. A majority of the city is resting on a plateau. And this is the history of Demacia.